How about them goddamn birds, baby, huh? How about that, huh? That's what it's all about. Now, look. Was it our best performance on offense? Absolutely not. It was not that great at all, really. But that's not the case right now. It doesn't matter. This isn't a regular season game where you can nitpick. You can. We will criticize some plays on offense, whether it be play calling, whether it's quarterback, whether it might be what. But this isn't a regular season game where it's win and you move on to the next week. No, this is playoffs. You win and you move on. You win and you're on to the next game. You lose, you go home. So just to get out of here with a win is what matters. We go against the Green Bay Packers team, I get it. They were banged up. Christian Watson was hurt his knee last week, and this and that. Jordan Love's hurt. Well, guess what? Jalen Hurts was hurt as well. Concussed, broken finger, hasn't played in 3 weeks. As you can see, he was somewhat rusty on top of other things that happened in the game. But this team, I was upset at times during this game. I was very, very pissed off. I was, because this defense played amazing. This defense was phenomenal. This defense was unbelievable. When they say the number one defense in the league or this and that, read all these stats, I always say, hell yeah, man, they've been good this year. They've been great. No, man, they've been awesome. I don't think you understand this defense. Like, to get 4 takeaways, coming out the gates and the special teams, bang, get that fumble from them. And thankfully, we got a touchdown right off of it. So we come out the gates, boom, we make them fumble on the kickoff. We go down the field a little bit, then Hurts has all this time in the pocket. I'm thinking, damn, man, come on, just throw the ball away. He throws Jahan Dotson, his first touchdown of the season in playoffs, dog. That's what I'm talking about. This is when people need to show up. No name guys, whoever named guys who haven't done have any impact this year, this is their time to show up at the playoffs. This is when the big stars come out and the backup dudes start to come out and ball too. Or dudes who haven't done much. Jahan Dotson touchdown, we're up 7-0 like that. Boom. I'm like, damn, all right, man, this is okay. And then, defense kept getting these stops and getting interceptions, blah, blah, blah. And our offense couldn't do nothing. At one point, I think we finished the game, he had 3 interceptions, that Jordan Love. He almost damn near had more than that. He should have had way more than that. There's one that right off the gate, C.J. Gardner-Johnson could have had, it would have been a pick 6. There was a couple others. And it's like, damn, dropping a lot of picks, but They got 4 turnovers, and your offense gave you nothing points-wise. That can't happen. That cannot, especially in a playoff game. And they're going against the Green Bay Packers team, which, yes, I will say, they have a very solid defense. They're not amazing or great. They're a good defense, though. And I guess they watched the tape from when we played them week 1, and they had a game plan for us because it looks damn sure like they did. I feel play calling-wise, though, in offense, it was the worst play calling I've seen from this offense since maybe the Tampa Bay game. And I'm not talking about the Tampa Bay game of this year. I'm talking about the Tampa Bay game of last year's playoff game. That's how bad this offensive play calling was. And I do blame Jalen Hurts. I do. Yeah, he was rusty. He was this. He was that. But there was times where he held the ball too long, or he would drop back and right away not see something, try to move up into the pocket, then dance back out of the pocket, then dance back into the pocket, then roll out. And I get it, he's trying to get back into rhythm. And that's why I also say this is the truth. If this is the truth that he is rusty and he is hurt and he's this, he's that. It almost felt like they heard everything the media said this week about, if Jalen Hurts has to throw the ball to beat a team in the playoffs, do you trust him? Yes or no, yes or no. Everyone said, no, he's a bum, he's no good. Until Peyton Dan Manning came on today, onto ESPN and said, yeah, I do trust him because this guy was one holding call away from being a Super Bowl champion. So yeah, I trust him to throw you to win you some games. Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback. That shut everybody up. One of the greatest quarterbacks, if not top 2, top 3 all time, comes out and says that. Okay. What I'm trying to say is, it felt like all the media bashing Hurts all week long, whether it was Rex Ryan, this guy, anybody, the local social media, everyone, whoever you can think of. It felt like Nick Sirianni and this coaching staff made it a point to, we're going to prove them wrong. We're going to come out and throw it. They were throwing it way too much. When the first few times they gave the ball to Barkley, he was picking up their 4, 5, 6 yards of carry. Sometimes damn near getting a first down, juke a couple guys, boom, hit a hole. And it's like, dude, get this guy the ball. Like, what got us here was running the effing ball and playing great defense and then throwing when needed. Or throughout that whole 10-game winning streak we were on, it was run the ball to open up the pass. This felt like See, look, the Pittsburgh Steelers game we played when we came out and we're passing a lot, I didn't mind it because I had a feeling that was going to happen. That was regular season. I had a feeling it was going to happen. I was like, and at some point, win or lose, we got to get it going with the pass game. And it was clicking. It was working. But it felt like they came out the gates in this game and trying to prove a point that, Jalen's not rusty. This pass game can work. And they were trying to pass. It's like, dude, come on. Nah, bro. Barkley needs to get the ball more, especially in the end zone, especially in the red zone. It felt like they didn't incorporate Barkley enough. You have the best offensive line in the league and the best running back in the league. Pound the shit. Instead, you want to sit back and try to drop back and throw it with Jalen Hurts. That's not a knock on Jalen Hurts because, you still got weapons. You got A.J. Brown, Dallas Scott or Devontae Smith. I get that. You have weapons. You got to feed everyone. But it felt the way this game was going, it was like, man, you know what? They should just run this ball, keep playing great defense, come out with a W. And they did that near the end a little, but still, it was not great of an offense performance at all, really. Besides maybe that first possession where, it wasn't. They got the takeaway and then they scored a touchdown with Jahan Dotson. The drive when they really started to kick it up was when they, came out. I think it was to put us up 16-10 or 16-3, whatever the hell it was at the time. When the Goddard touchdown. They came out and they established some plays and they got Smith the ball, ran it once twice to Barkley, and then bam, hit Goddard on this play. He juke, stiff arm. All that was a grown man run right there for a touchdown. Stiff arm all the way up the sidelines. That's what I'm talking about. Also hit on my parlay on that shit. Had him anytime touchdown. I had Goddard anytime touchdown. That was good. But defense, look, I'll give credit as hell to this defense, man. They held in there. Every time that the offense failed, they came right back out and said, you know what? We got you. And sometimes it was pissing me off. It was like, man, you have this many turnovers. If this offense can hold up and put up capable drives, I'm not saying it has to be touchdowns every time. I know this is the NFL. This is realistic, and this is the playoffs. This is not a regular season game against some bums. I get you can't put up 7 points every time, but I would at least want field goals or else near the red zone. Something. Not run it, pass, punt. Okay, then now defense goes out and gets you another goddamn pick. Okay, now go do something with it. Here's the ball. And you don't do shit. It's ridiculous. And I feel, they're going to change that as, the games come along, but now we go on. We're either going to play Minnesota or we're going to play the LA Rams. We'll see who we're going to play. That's all depending on, tomorrow's game. And who would I rather play? I don't know. That's a tough question. Sometimes I say, I'd rather play LA because we already beat them this year, but I've seen teams play a team twice, and it's hard to beat them twice. And luckily we did it with the Green Bay Packers for as long as we kept them in the game because the offense couldn't do nothing. But I don't know. That, and then I think, Minnesota, Sam Darnold, he's having a very great year. Sam might be comeback player of the year, this and that. But I'll tell you what, man, he looked terrible in that Sunday night game against Detroit Lions. The winner gets number 1 seed, wins the division. It was a massive game. It was equivalent to a playoff game. It was probably the biggest game of his career outside of the game tomorrow because of playoffs. But that was the closest thing to it because this gets you that much closer to a Super Bowl, that much closer to an NFC Championship game to get that bye. So you have the week off, your home field advantage, the whole deal. He fumbled. He looked terrible. So do I want him to come into Philly, cold weather, play shake, or do I want, LA? It doesn't, to me, I don't care. I just see how things unfold. That's all I'm going to say. See how things unfold and how we go on to next week. Defensively, hope they keep it up. Losing Nakobe Dean is a massive loss, I feel. I'm actually very worried about that. If you notice, the defense was still very good throughout the game, but as soon as Dean left, you could tell there was some things were off, especially the missed tackles from Burks. He was missing tackles. He couldn't wrap anybody up. It was terrible. Offensively, I feel they need to get back to where they were. They need to run the ball, then pass it. More creative plays, more play actions, more screen plays, more just basic plays. Everything else doesn't have to be past the sticks and deep and all these long developing routes. Just make it something simple. Have AJ's one-on-one with a guy, slant. This one, bam. One thing I'm so mad did not work, they ran a fake tush push. I've been dying for a fake tush push from this team since they started doing this tush push thingy in 2022. I said, man, there's so many plays you can do off of this. I can't wait till when, one day they'll act like he's going to push, he's going to drop it, and just throw a screen to, say, Smith or whoever, and they just start flying down the field. They haven't tried that. This year they did try one. I think it was against the Saints. They did the thing with Barkley where they whatever then pitched it. But this was totally different. This one I never expected. I said maybe they'll do one eventually down the road, one of these games, and they'll do it where it's hurts like this, and you can have a guy like Goddard or someone right near the line acting like they're going to go up and block with the all O line, just leak out behind the line of people, and he just dumps it over them. That's what I was thinking. This was totally different. This was literally a deep shot. It was the tush push, fake it, boom, and he threw it, man. I said, oh my God. I thought AJ was going to get it. Unfortunately, it was a little underthrown, but the wind caught the ball. A lot of them were saying, Brady was saying in the booth, a lot of people said the wind took the ball the other way. But, man, if that would have worked, oh, my God, that place would have exploded, the link would have exploded, and I would have been so thrilled. That was an awesome play for it to not work out or be executed well or, completed. Or it's tough. It sucks. Barkley also, man, what a classy guy, man. And I called it. I'm in my house with my boy, and I said, yo, man, watch this. I said, because I needed him. I also had to probably him to get anytime touchdown. I said, watch, he's going to run it all the way down to the goal line, and he's going to slide and lay down to run the clock out. Instead, he broke it big, but after he got like 15 or 20 yards, he just stopped. He could have broke it big and then stopped the goal line and got all the yardage. But, classy act by him, man. I know some people are saying, man, F that, running up on him. Just run it right down their throats. Just go for the touchdown. But classy move by him, man, and it was a hell of a good win. I would say it was a good win. A stand by the defense to show you, man, we're no joke. This kind of reminds me a little bit. I'm not trying to jinx this or anything. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Seattle Seahawks when they had that Legion of Boom. But there was some games where the offense was like in a spot or whatever, but that defense will always have your back. They always keep you in these games. I'm hoping this continues going on to this week. Go Birds, Falcons, you guys comment on your thoughts. How do you guys feel? Who do you guys want to face next? Would you rather first LA or Minnesota Vikings? To me, it's bring it on. We'll see what happens when that clock hits at 3 p.m. on Sunday. Go Birds, I'm out. Peace. 1-0, baby. 1-0. 3 more to go.